Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, etc. This is Rob with Media Awareness with a Doctor Who review of the Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road. Before I continue, however, a quick reminder that the fundraiser continues. For those of you unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover any of this, as it is seen as a quote luxury item, end quote. And this is despite the fact that I'm unable to use a standard wheelchair or any other type of scooter as a result of my dexterity issues and only having the use of one hand, primarily. So, with that all stated, there is a spot fund account you'll find linked below in two places. It's really easy to contribute, it takes a few seconds. I mean, all help is welcome, and I would really be appreciative of all of you if you could pitch in. Uh, my independence is really what I thrive on in my life, and my biggest fear is losing that independence with my scooter failing. I have no backup. This is all I have, and I have to keep it operational. So certain parts need to be on hand in the event these parts fail, and the sounds this thing makes on a daily basis are unnerving to say the least. So, with that stated, please do what you can, and if you're not able to contribute, like and share and spread the word about media awareness and the fundraiser here for my wheelchair slash scooter. I do want to extend a gracious and warm thank you to those who have contributed as well as those who plan on it. Your contributions really are making a world of difference in my life and making me feel safe and secure in the knowledge that I will have what I need to replace on hand ASAP if, if these parts should fail. So thank you everyone for your generosity. It means the world to me. And you're all wonderful. I love you guys. So we have a new Doctor Who special starring the new Doctor, Shooty Gatwa. Um, and it's called The Church on Ruby Road. And I think all of us as Doctor Who fans were really, really anticipating this episode and looking forward to this tremendously. I know I checked throughout the day. It was delayed here on Disney Plus in terms of the airing time, but it did finally become available to watch, and I watched it, and yeah, this review is going to contain spoilers, just so you know. So if you have not seen this, go watch it and come back. Or if you don't really care, that's also cool too. You can hang around and hear me babble about the plot of this episode in excruciating detail for the next 15 minutes or so, because there's really not a lot to sum up. This episode was fairly cut and dry, and oh my, what has this become? So it starts out with this baby being mysteriously dropped off at a church, and we see the credits roll, and then we cut to modern day, as that was the past, and we focus on this character, our companion, our companion to be at that point. Ruby Sunday is her name. And I have to say, I do like her character. I think she has promise as a companion. That being said, I will get to my gripes here shortly because there are gripes. She's having uh, these bad luck episodes, for lack of better words, that are ongoing. And around these episodes, you hear this like maniacally chuckling and soft spoken gibberish is the only way I could really describe it. But what came to mind was the goblins from Labyrinth. So immediately my head went, it's goblins. It has to be goblins. Or something, gremlins, something like that. If it was gremlins, it could have been really cool, but it was not. So this eventually sort of all leads to Christmas Day, which is um, Ruby's birthday, and she is part of the family that she was being fostered um, with as a child. She's now part of the family, and on the refrigerator there are tons of Polaroid pictures of all these children that this woman fostered over the years, and Ruby, I guess, was the only one who did not get adopted. So the mother took her in, I guess, basically adopted her, and the doctor um, keeps showing up here and there, but by the time we get to this part of the episode, um, there's another child that was born on that same day. We'll just call her Lulu to make things easier on everyone. And uh, the foster mom leaves, and Ruby is doing things in the kitchen, and she hears over the baby monitor this weird gibberish and chuckling. And she goes in, and the baby's gone. And um, the roof is open, and she climbs up a conveniently placed ladder and gets on the roof to see this goblin climbing up this ladder into the clouds with the baby. So she jumps on the ladder. I mean, wouldn't you? I suppose, it would depend on the person. Um, I would immediately call 911. That's just me. But she does this, and the doctor appears running alongside her on this ladder, and he jumps on, and then he gives her this glove that essentially can make yourself weightless so that way you can hang on easier, and you only need one. And it's a gadget for the sake of having a gadget to make this whole sequence a lot easier, I guess, to explain. They climb up, and they end up being tied to this pillar uh, in this goblin ship, which is a pretty cool design ship, I must say. got like a almost a pirate ship feel to it, and it has all rope and wood, and I kind of like that, the whole design. But the Doctor then begins to uh, describe certain things to her, that these are goblins and they eat babies. And they took the baby to eat her. Or, yeah, her. And they make their way to this, I guess you could say, dining hall, where this dance number ensues. Um, Also, very much taking from Labyrinth, and we are then introduced to the Goblin King, also very much in the vein of Labyrinth. However, this Goblin King is not David Bowie by any means, more so Jabba the Hutt. Um, and I wish I were kidding about all this. It sounds ridiculous as I'm telling you this. So, the Doctor and the companion, Ruby Sunday, they basically cue the band to then continue playing, and they both go into their own singing and dancing number, and they escape with the baby. And they get back to the foster mom's house just as she returns home, and introductions are made with the Doctor, and so on and so forth. And the room starts to shake, the whole apartment starts to shake, and a crack forms in the ceiling all across the whole apartment. And in the midst of this, Ruby goes missing. Doctor's looking all around. Doctor asks where she is, and the foster mom has no idea who she even is, and says that she's only a foster mom for the money. And that she doesn't know anyone named Ruby. And when the Doctor looks at the refrigerator, there are no abundance of Polaroids there. Um, just like normal things that would be on a refrigerator. And he deduces that the goblins traveled back in time to Ruby's birthday and took her in lieu of this other baby that he just saved. So, Doctor travels back in time to the church where Ruby was dropped off as a child. Basically, uses the gloves to pull the ship down by reversing the polarity on the gloves to, I guess, make them pull down something heavy. It was really an awkward explanation, and it was a plot MacGuffin. That's all it really was. But the uh, goblin ship comes down on top of the church, and baby falls down, and Doctor jumps down and catches baby. Ship basically vanishes, and there is no damage to the church. There is no one alarmed about any of this, and the Doctor sees the one person walking away, a mother, presumably, of the child, and he rushes into the TARDIS, and after putting the baby on the church steps and basically resetting things as they should have been. And he gets back to present day, and Ruby's fine and asking what happened because she was there and then she didn't really know what happened. So after the doctor leaves, Ruby puts together the pieces of this whole ordeal and certain things that the doctor said to her, and she realizes that he is obviously more than he seems. There's also a line in there about his past, um, and that he is an orphan as well, and that he doesn't know where he's from, which basically ties in one of the plot lines from the Jodie Whittaker era of Doctor Who, I believe, and it it's a very messy episode. It ends off with Ruby grabbing her coat, rushing down to where the TARDIS was parked, and the neighbor saw the TARDIS there, and she had an interaction with the doctor, brief, and it could be perceived that she was the next companion of the doctor. I believe that she was an actress that was in the EastEnders, another BBC production, but she does say to this gentleman who was asking about the TARDIS after it dematerializes, once Ruby goes inside, um, uh, you know, what, haven't you ever seen a TARDIS before? And it's sort of an in joke, I suppose, but that was probably the best part of the episode. I do like the chemistry um, of the Doctor and Ruby Sunday, but now we have this mystery about Ruby Sunday and who is she and what's the purpose of the crack, and is there something to do with her mother perhaps being someone from the Doctor's past or future for that matter. And it hints at a lot of things, but it also kind of puts you back into that mindset of each companion having something about them that made them unique and made them not a normal person. And I was talking to someone a few days ago. I forget who. Damn, I don't remember. But I was saying that, we've had a few companions that really had no apparent significance other than the fact that they decided to travel with the Doctor. But then we have the ones like Rose Tyler, Bad Wolf. We have the Doctor Donna. We have the Impossible Girl. I know there's a lot more there. And now we have Ruby Sunday and her mystery. And oh God, does this really have to be a thing in Doctor Who now? Again, I thought we were done with this, with each companion having some kind of mystery about them. And there is an obvious flirtatious attraction between the Doctor and Ruby as well, which is a bit unsettling. It kind of hints at something maybe budding there as well. And that we've seen that before, and we've seen how that went. And of course, it could go differently, but why are we going to do that again and rehash a romance story that is really quite unnecessary, for the sake of storytelling. So, I honestly do not know how I feel about this episode. It's there. It's not bad, but it's not good. There was maybe some potential for greatness going on, especially on board the Goblin ship, which lasted all of maybe 10 minutes tops. But aside from that, there's not a hell of a lot that really happens in this episode. And you do get a good vibe for the Doctor, and I do like the fact that we skipped the sort of regeneration after effects of the regeneration and the often unstable nature of the Doctor that seems to follow regenerations. Because this was not a regeneration, it was a bi-generation, so I remember that as well. But yeah, this episode has me just here. I was hoping for more, and I like the companion. Um, I like the Doctor. Love the inside of the TARDIS. Love the intro sequence. Everything else is great. Um, it just really fell short for me. What do you think of this Doctor Who episode? The Christmas special for 2023. Let me know in the comment section below, or in a private message via Facebook, or via the email found in the description as well. Everything is there at your convenience, as is the fundraising link, and all support is welcome. And it is spot fun. Just click and go through it, and it takes a few seconds as stated, and it is definitely appreciated. I will see you all again soon. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas, everyone, and have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.